When I took my oath of attestation, I swore, whatever my name is or whatever my address is, do solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will well and truly serve our Sovereign Lady the Queen in the office of Constable, without favour or affection, malice or ill will, and that I will protect Her Majesty's subjects and their property. That was my oath. I swore it to a sovereign queen. But in 2002, with the Police Reform Act, they changed it. So I now do solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will well and truly serve the Queen in the office of Constable. Note the loss of the words Sovereign Lady.
We, the British people, have a right to govern ourselves and not be governed by an amalgam of the foreign political elite and the British traitors. We're talking about the politicians in the House of Parliament who have transferred our national sovereignty to Brussels without our permission, without our consent. That's against the Constitution, it's against the law.
I spent 21 years in the Navy. I left as a Lieutenant Commander. I was not a submariner, but my expertise was tracking, finding Russian submarines. You guys paid for it because I was paid out of taxpayers' money, and I had 21 brilliant years. But in the end, I started to see funny things happening, particularly the North Sea and up the north, off the north coast of Scotland, looking after the fishing fleet, but also enforcing European fisheries policy. And I watched as our fishermen were treated as fifth-class citizens, and the European rules were applied in such a way that slowly but surely our fishing fleets were put out of business. We need to stop what is happening, and if we don't stop it, not only are we going to have a rotten life, but our children are not going to have any life. We've got corruption, treason, we've got a perverted sexual education coming. If you want to know what I mean by that, I mean that children are starting to be taught that heterosexuality is not normal. Heterosexuality is not normal. We've got weird quangos appearing who are taking more and more power, but they're not accountable to anybody, but the people in them are paid huge amounts of money. We've got families being broken up. We've got bent, perverted judges. This is a huge problem. Now, if you go round towns and urban areas, you will see very strange artwork appearing. A lot of it can be rusty, jagged metal. You look at it, there's nothing of beauty in it, but what it actually does is starts to play on your mind. If we ask who funded the artwork, nobody wants to tell you. Re-engineer a new society. We weren't asked, we weren't consulted, but they had a plan for a new society. I can tell you that social services can turn up on your doorstep and take your children away, and you cannot do anything about it. And we need to really wake up and understand how close to the knife edge we are.
All of you in this room, if you are entering onto this path of lawful rebellion, are about to do that. You are now entering into voluntary servitude to serve your people. And the reason you're doing this is because this country does not need representatives. It does not need rulers, it needs servants. And you should have complete transparency and accountability on where that contribution's gone. Why do we have the corridors of secrets? Why is everything kept in the shadows, masking corruption? And every walk of government are the abysses where this corruption spews. Every walk of it. I want to ask you one simple question. If these people are so irresponsible with your money, why the bloody hell are you still paying them?